One of the newest additions to the Asian Tour roster of rookies is Dodge Kemmer, and he jumped at the chance to immerse himself in the local culture. The 24-year-old American came to Cambodia having waltzed his way through Q School in January, and he's wasted no time in displaying those dancing feet while choosing a fiancée at our Cambodian Cultural Village show.
It was liberating. I've never done anything like that before. I think I was a beat or a beat and a half slow the whole time, but the crowd seemed to enjoy that, so.
Thankfully, his slightly off-tempo rhythm didn't stand in the way of Dodge finding a bride on the day. Whether Kemmer or even his caddy girlfriend Kyla anticipated that he'd be getting married for the Asian Tour golf show is completely another thing.
I didn't think he'd be getting married this week, no. These are, although I wasn't wearing this, it was just, this was my shirt, and my loincloth or skirt and my fuzzy bands. This is just a traditional Cambodian wedding apparel because it's so hot outside.
For the Californian in his second full season as a professional, it's all part of the rich learning experience on the Asian Tour.
Well, every place I've been has been exciting in its own way. I started in Thailand, then went to India, then Myanmar and Philippines, Malaysia last week, and now Cambodia.
If you haven't already guessed, Dodge is a little different. First, the name. It didn't come from the car, but from his uncle and grandmother. His parents are petroleum geologists. And then there's the illustrious college background, where he studied medicine. Kemmer was co-captain of his golf team in his senior year at Stanford and won the 2007 National Championship. Dodge collected a win on the Europro Tour last year, and while he's taking his first steps on the Asian Tour, he's got one more surprise up his golf shirt sleeve.
No, I never really planned on turning pro. I didn't really decide to until probably my junior year of college. I always wanted to play competitively and be a world-class player, but not necessarily as a professional.
Kemmer is part of a university team researching the disease lupus, but improving his golf and helping humanity takes time.
I took a little bit of extra effort and I did an extra year of school after golf to finish everything up, but once I figured out how to manage my time between practice and study, it was doable.
With an education to lean back on and a desire to travel the world and pursue his eventual dream, Kemmer arrived in Thailand for the shootout that is Asian Tour Q School.
I enjoyed it a lot. It was definitely interesting to see a totally different culture and interact with totally different people than what I'm used to, and so it was very interesting.
He held the lead going into the final round in Hua Hin after opening the tournament 66, 70 and 69. A final day 71 meant he eventually tied second behind compatriot David Lipsky.
It was easier than I expected it to be, but it still had its rough patches. I was jet lagged for the first 4 or 5 days. As soon as I got over that, it made things a lot easier, but I think I was lucky. The grass at the Q School courses was similar to stuff I'd played in the southern states, so it wasn't completely alien to me.
His win owed everything to 4 solid rounds of golf and nothing to the sole piece of dietary advice that his fellow American pros had offered, which was?
Eat the food that everybody else, that all the locals eat.
When pressed on who he idolized growing up, you might expect Dodge to want to ape the swings of a Tiger Woods or Tom Watson. But this American cites Luke Donald and 2 South Africans as his golfing superheroes.
I always like to watch Ernie and Retief. I loved watching their swings, and their mental attitude was impressive to me. They were my favorite. I think I'll try this.
His archery may be a little off target, but with his golf in great shape and a human biology degree in the bag, Dr. Dodge has a very bright future indeed.
A little bit better. Got the target, so it's a start. Figured I'd better stick to golf after that, with that escapade.
So as the 24-year-old enjoys his rookie season on the Asian tour, the only thing Kemmer has to dodge are those awkward questions about his new bride from girlfriend Kyla.